element of his, the 9 Dex Lin Fei, but clearly a very smart player. And this should be really, really good.
If you actually go into if you go back into the replays and you pause frame by frame and you turn on the hitboxes and hurt boxes and stuff, everything is so narrow and so close. GUICHABOU has just mastered some level of spacing that a lot of us aren't really just as aware of. But one other thing, Cutie is hungry for this. Cutie's been scrapping for quite a while, but really only just started to push his name out when he was teaming, I think, twos with Walshy, Cutie and Walshy, and they did really good as a twos team, and so Cutie kind of got his name up at the board, got a few points, got some earnings under his name.
Yeah,
but now
he's already edge guarding him very close.
But now, as GUICHABOU's trying to get a reversal and also a little bit more damage, just trying to reverse the damage lead that Cutie's already built up. Cutie has been hungry for this. If you check Cutie's Twitter for the past few months, Cutie has been wanting a victory in ones all by himself, and this Fate would be a pretty good way to start. Orb is a pretty good secondary to follow along Scythe, which is in a pretty hot seat right now, and GUICHABOU's going to have to sit back down on to second stock. Cutie not looking too bad.
Yeah, preferring Scythe to build up the early damage and then maybe switching to Orb later on for a better kill confirm, but GUICHABOU really needs to stop the bleeding. It looks like he's going to be able to edge guard him here. Really close. He's got him.
There it is.
Like ground pound. Very smooth. GUICHABOU not going to drop those. He's incredibly good at edge guarding something like that.
GUICHABOU choice of weapons, chooses guitars, which is a little interesting, thinking that he's going to try to build up a little bit more damage before finding the KO on Cannon, but Cutie is going to find a mountain of damage on this Orb. I think he has GUICHABOU read pretty well. This is early in the set. Oh, never mind. This is early in the set. And both of these players have each other read this well, this early in the set.
Yeah.
Oh, we could be in for a treat. We're in for a treat.
This is my favorite type of games, the ones where two players are just beating the hell out of each other. It's wonderful to watch. I knew this is what we were going to see from these two. I got very excited watching this when I saw this beforehand. I knew it was coming. It's exactly what I thought it would be. GUICHABOU just carries every hit into 3 and 4, things that most players would only be getting 1 or 2 hits off of. GUICHABOU can turn into entire stocks. He's so good at that. He already the decent turnaround. He's alive, but he takes complete stage control. Cutie really has to stop the bleeding here if he wants to win this game. Yeah, takes a stock, but it's looking tough.
Yeah. He's going to have a really good repeat of that first stock if he wants to try and bring this even close to an even game. You can see even a little bit hesitant to try and take any amount of stage control, which you said earlier, that might just be the key to it, since both these players have shown mastery of mid-air gameplay and edge guarding. I feel like the stage control has really come down to it, so it's really good that you said that. And also the fact that Cutie has been at many times over the past few seconds pretty hesitant to try and gain stage control, and GUICHABOU is going to prove exactly why. And I think is not going to get the KO, but is going to shift over to a ledge guard, which Cutie's able to reverse, get the scythe against an unarmed GUICHABOU.
Oh, he just
there it is, a side sig.
Wow. I think the difference maker for that game was that every time that GUICHABOU caught a dodge with a Lin Fei, he took the stock or took a ton of damage, and Cutie would catch his dodge, but maybe wouldn't get as many follow-ups as he would personally like. Hopefully he's able to move better on that in game 2. They just ran at each other each game, like for the entire game. I loved it.
Cutie's not switching everything up either. Like, it was close enough of a game, same map and skins anyways, so I can't really blame him for that.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to run it back. That you feel like you should have won the game, and if you just play a little bit better, that you have the tools to win, and you just run it back, same stage, same characters. Say, go again. I got it this time.
GUICHABOU is going to have to spend a little bit more time on Cannon than they were last game. Last game was a lot more guitar heavy, but they are proving why they have both, or why they chose Lin Fei in particular, because it's both the guitars and the Cannon that they're using to the full extent. You can even see them wait a little bit. You can even see that they're not waiting until the download kind of disappears. Sometimes players will do that. Well, they have the download until they don't have the download. GUICHABOU is always trying to actively work towards making sure that the opponent is always red, making sure that they're always trying to find new downloads.
GUICHABOU is just relentless. Always, every hit, there's always looking for something more. That's a true combo that he can DI up. Thank God. Lin Fei, awesome character. Doing great things in this game.
That was a certified Lin Fei moment.
Oh, and then he read the dodge.
Goodness.
A lot of damage. GUICHABOU running away with this game.
I feel like if QD doesn't change something fast now on the second stock, well, on the last leg of the second stock, well, GUICHABOU, I mean, granted, KO color, but still on the, oh, never mind. No longer KO color is wiped down to a fresh second stock, but still, GUICHABOU is about to be an entire stock ahead if QD doesn't change something fast. Literally right now, the next few seconds of gameplay,
yeah,
this could spell doom. I think we could see
man,
QD maybe.
done.
Yeah, QD might be
Full
switching
stock.
to a different character after this. I think this might be a character swap because I know last game was really close, but it's looking a little difficult. GUICHABOU changed something up.
Yeah. GUICHABOU just continuously running at, getting every dodge, and this game looks gone already. It full stock lead and damage lead. One read, and QD's done.
Oh, that
Very
damage
hard.
is barely hitting. Ooh, you can see, not even have the read anymore. GUICHABOU doesn't have much of a read anymore, but still, QD is not looking too good. A little bit of wear and tear on this Fate right here. A dare
Nice
is not going to
Hensing.
be enough. Double Hensing to take the stock.
Wow. That would only kill that defense. One more defense, I'm certain GUICHABOU lives there, but this is still doable. Very hard, but you have Scythe, you have this great offstage edge guarding power, collecting the
Oh my
dodge
God.
is the first thing you want to do, but no.
Oh. Nah, yeah.
One Katarsair.
I think
Immediately
that's a
running back.
character swap.
I
Oh,
love
no
seeing that.
character swap? Just spanning out the map, which fair enough. The map makes so much more of a difference than some people realize sometimes, but same character is a bit of a surprise too.
QD leaving Brawlhaven open is certainly an interesting choice. I know personally going up against Cannon and Katars, trying not to give them the best kill options off the top and letting Cannon kill you early off the side, but if QD really believes that they can get these early kills and take better control in this game, this might be a good decision.
I mean, I know it isn't like 2019, 2018 anymore, but Scythe still could have a lot of potential right here. Lots of people know how to counter Scythe to the point where they don't let it get the full advantage. But never mind, QD is taking this all the way back to 2019, and
This is
it's
crazy.
just honestly. I think Brawlhaven might have been a good pick. I know I said I was a little suspicious of this. Picking the same character, just changing the map. I know it's going to change something, but is it really enough? QD was right. This looks like this could be enough. I'm going to stop talking.
15 to 20 seconds of offstage gameplay, double recovery, a classic. QD starting to struggle a little bit here. Started out great, but GUICHABOU getting the weapon starving going, picks up the guitars. Oh, QD's really in trouble now.
QD did have a little bit of wiggle room. That starting out lead, a huge starting out lead, which he's going to use to maybe try and finish out the stock. Not quite, but still going to be in pretty good space to finish out the stock. You can see he's going to have a decent amount of wiggle room to try and... I think we could have even stocks right here. The dare just barely missing. GUICHABOU was able to pick up Cannon. Not quite has the read. That grab power was
Just all
held for so long.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to go. Players overthink when they're off stage, and when you go, you don't give them any time to overthink. It has to be a quick reaction, and GUICHABOU just wasn't ready. Still a sizable lead, very doable, but Scythe, the damage building capabilities, and when you're in orange against Lin Fei, it's harder to build the damage versus when you're in white, and so now you have to be thinking about killing, which Lin Fei maybe not the best at. So this is not a terrible position for QD. Oop, never mind. Just one read from Katars and the daylight recovery is enough.
That was a certified Qatar moment. QD could be on his last stock of winners bracket, or he could pull a complete miracle and kind of have a repeat of that first stock and take us back to 2018 and show this Scythe off to its full potential. You can see almost having the read, but not quite. It is so close. It really depends a lot on how GUICHABOU is either going to adjust to that, maybe even change up a little bit more so that QD doesn't have him read, or that this really could just...
And that's a read.
Oh,
And you're done.
yeah, there it is. There it is. You could even see like QD had a little bit of time where he was out of stun and wasn't even doing anything. Just knew like, yeah, that was done. At some point, you don't lose as much dignity if you just take your hands off the keyboard and say like, well, that was GG, and you just try to not really fight it as much once there's not much left to do in fighting.
Yeah. That was a dominant showing from GUICHABOU. I think that was 2-2 stocks, and God, it's just beautiful watching the gameplay, catching the dodge so quickly, hunting people to the ends of the screen. Nowhere is safe.